So we're going right just here, and then we're going to filter left onto the track, but just make sure you sort of stop, just make sure there's nothing coming. I don't think there is, but yeah, we're good to go. So out to the left here. Good. And then you want to position yourself tight to these cones just here. Good. That's it. And then hug the inside white line all the way through the left. And look nice and far ahead to the orange cone. And that's kind of where you want to aim for now. That's it. And then brake here. And then off the brakes, turn in. And start to get back on the power. So feed in the power, let it come all the way out to the orange cone. And just keep building up the power all the way through here because this leads onto the straight. Good. And then let it come all the way out to the left. And then stay tight to the left hand side down here. Good. And then you'll see this brake board here. See it's a cue to brake. So, and then come off the brakes. Turn in, get close to the inside cone. A little bit of power, but let it come all the way out to the white line. And then off everything. Just carry this momentum all the way in. That's it. Use a little bit more steering. And then a little bit of power. And then off everything again. Just roll the speed through the left. A little bit more steering. A little bit of power. Cut this little corner here, because then you're in a better position for the right. Feed in a little bit of power to the dotted line. Remember the thumbs in the groove.
Yeah, as soon as I did it, I realised.
Stay nice and tight through here. Good. Now tight through the left. And start to feed in the power then. It's got a little bit more power. A little bit more. A little bit more. Good. Brake here. Off the brakes. Stay nice and tight. Start to feed in the power once again all the way out to the cone. Keep building up the power all the way through here. So a little bit more power. All the way up to the left. Keep feeding in the power. Good. And brake here. Good. And off the brakes. Excellent. Turn in. A little bit of power. A little bit more. All the way out here. Then off everything. So you're going to carry the speed in. Use a little bit more steering. Wait for the front to grip. And a bit of power. So that's just to show you that you get understeer, but if you actually just wait for it to come back to you, it comes back to you. Do you see what I mean?
As the cones are getting closer and closer.
Yeah. Roll through the right, remember those thumbs. A little bit of power now. Good. That's it. Because a lot of people, when they get understeer, tend to wind on more steering lock, which is an error.
Yes.
Because then it makes things worse. But you see, if you just come off of everything, wait, and it'll come back to you. Nice and tight. Start to feed in the power all the way out here. So build up the power all the way through. So just keep feeding it in. So a little bit more power. A little bit more. All the way out to the left. A bit more power. A bit more. A bit more. Good. And then brake. Excellent. Off the brakes. Turn in. A little bit of power now. Got a little bit more power. Good. Just touch your brakes on the way in. Off the brakes. Stay nice and tight. Wait for it. Now feed in a bit of power. Good, then off everything, just roll the speed through the left, use a bit more steering, wait for it to come back, now a bit of power. In the wet...
That's such an unnatural feeling for me.
But it's kind of, on a track, the car's going to do some really weird things when it's wet, because we want to allow it to move around a little bit, whether it be at the front or a little bit of understeer, and it's just sort of showing you where the limit is. A little bit more power. Good, and brake. Off the brakes, stay nice and tight. Feed in the power now, all the way up to the cone. Keep building up the power all the way through here. A little bit more power, all the way out to the left. More power then. Go on a bit more. A bit more. Good. And brake hard. Harder. Good. Off the brakes. Turn in. A little bit of power now. It's got more power. Good. Off everything. A little brake into the apex and off everything. So you want to have more steering first. Now a bit of power. Good, then off everything and just roll the speed through here. So use a bit more steering, wait for it. Now feed in the power. Good. Roll the speed through the right, back on the power now. It's got more power, a bit more. Good, touch your brakes, off the brakes, stay tight. Start to feed in the power through the left now. And start to build up that power, so more power, got more, loads more, Good, and brake. Off the brakes. Stay tight, wait for it, now start to feed in the power all the way out to this orange cone. Build up the power, so more power, a bit more power, all the way out to the left, got more power, loads more. Good, excellent, and brake. Good, off the brakes, turn in, a little bit of power, all the way out here, touch your brakes just on the way in, off everything. Good, carry the speed, use a bit more steering, wait for it, now a bit of power. Unwind the steering lock, off everything. roll the speed in, stay away from the power, now feed in the power. Good, more power, roll the speed through the right, power now, let it come out here. Good, touch your brakes off, stay tight. Good, tight through the left. And start to feed in that power, so more power, go and unwind the steering lock, a bit more power. And brake. Off the brakes, stay tight. Start to feed it in, unwind the steering though, let it come all the way here, so build up the power all the way through, so more power. All the way here, more power, full power now. And brake. Excellent. Off the brakes. Yeah, serious, huh? A little bit of power now, got more power. Now off everything, don't brake on the way in here now. Just going to get used to having a bit of understeer. Wait for it to grip, wait. Now feed in the power. So don't ride the power on the way through a corner. So stay away from the power, let it get turned, now feed in the power. More power then. Good, roll the speed through here. Now power again, unwinding the steering lock. Touch your brakes, off everything, stay tight. Good, tight through the left. Start to build up that power. So a little bit more power, a bit more, loads more. Good, brake hard. Off the brakes, staying tight. So unwinding the steering lock, full power now, just keep building it up. Back to the inside, more power, all the way to full power. Good, and brake. Off the brakes, turn in. So feed in a bit of power all the way out to the left, and then off everything. So we're going to carry the speed in, wait for the front to grip, off the power, now power. Good. So you see how, if you were riding the power then, you would have pushed the front end on. But because you came off the power, the front came back to you. So that's why we don't ride the power in the middle of the corner. Yeah. Feed in the power. Good. Brake. Off. Stay tight. Good. Tight through the left. Come on, feed in a bit more power. Go on, more. Loads more. Go on, loads more. Good. Now brake hard. Off the brakes. Stay tight. Wait for the front. Now feed in a bit of power. Unwind the steering though. Good. Keep feeding it in through here. So a bit more steering. All the way out here. Go all the way. Full power. Full power. Good. And brake. And off the brakes. Turn in. Back on the power. Go more power. Off everything. So we're going to carry the speed in. Stay off everything. Wait for it. Now feed in the power. A bit more power. Good. Off everything. Stay tight here. Wait for it. Now feed in the power once again. A bit more power. Roll through the right. Back on the power now. Unwind the steering. Good. And brake. Off. Stay tight. Good. Now tight through the left. And feed in the power. So go a bit more. Power. And brake hard. Off the brakes. Staying tight. Off everything. Unwind the steering lock. Feed in the power. Keep building it up. A bit more power. All the way to the left, full power. And brake. Off the brakes. Stay tight. A little bit of power, all the way out here. Off everything, so we're going to carry the speed in. Wait for the front, wait again, and power.
That is so unnatural.
It's kind of the way you do it though in slippery conditions. Good. So you got in the power too early though.
I did.
See how it
I felt it, yeah.
So let's do one more lap. So back on the power. That's what I don't want about him. Off the brake, stay tight. Tight through the left. Now start to feed in that power. Start unwinding the steering. More power. More. Brake. Good. Off the brake, stay tight. Wait for it. Now feed in the power. All the way out here. Keep building it up. A little bit more power. All the way out here. A little bit more. Full power. Brake. Off the brakes. Stay tight. A little bit of power, all the way out here, then off everything, carry the speed in, use a bit more steering, wait for it, now power. See, it does come back to you, and it means you can go in quick, rotate the car better, and then get it out. Good, and then we're going to come off this lap. Good stuff, left just here. Well done, that was really good stuff.
Thank you.